Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Yes, you did, now. Gave me a diamond ring for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got me some good music on my radio. I said I'm feeling mighty fine. Got me some good music on my radio.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the castle, not a creature was stirring, except one rowdy arsehole. Maids were all snug and tucked in their beds, with vision of Lord Stan running through their heads. When all of a sudden there came such a clatter. I raised to my toes and thought, what the fuck's going on this time?
Stan, for God's sake, can you keep to the script, please, mate? Just take it from the top.
I've got to stop again. The fun police have come in. Never mind. Anyway, good morning, afternoon, or evening. It's Lord Stan Dardgauge here, and once again, it's a pleasure for you to have me on your screen. Well, we'll put this away. Well, hasn't the time flown? And here we are again at this time of the year, when a jolly fat man in a red suit sneaks into people's houses and empties his sack all over your living room rug. But that's enough of my cousin Neville. It's Christmas time again. Haha, so cheers. Goodness me, that's a good drop. Nicker from the barrel, and no, not K-N-I-C-K. What? Too soon already. N-I-double-K-A. Japanese whiskey. Very nice indeed. But now, before we get into the frivolities and the usual Lord Stan shenanigans, let me just say we find ourselves in rather troubled times, you know. And last week, Sydney, Australia, witnessed something that should only happen, well, nowhere really, but normally in overseas climes. And I would like to take this time, before we get into the usual Lord Stan frivolity, as I say, to pass on our regards from Fishplate Films to everyone who is mourning this particular thing. And I think we need, seriously, to take stock on the world and what we're doing and what we're not doing to prevent this sort of thing. I think it's time for leaders around the world to grow a pair. And we need some serious male role models in the world, and men and leaders that are prepared to stand up and put themselves on the line and grow a pair. Yes. And not idiots like some certain countries have, but male models that can lead by example and not be afraid of what people think of them. So, there you go. But anyway, very sad, and our wishes go out to everybody, and let's hope that this unfortunate event will bring on some change sooner rather than later. Yes. Anyway, enough of that. Back to boobs.
Back to what? For Christ's sake, Stan, just keep with the program, please, sir.
Turkeys. What was that? Sorry, I can't say that. Oh, I'm done. I've said it anyway. Well, here we are. Christmas 2025, and happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy whatever else you're celebrating to whatever man in the moon you believe in. That's right. And, you know, the year has gone so quickly, and once again, Gregg has been very busy scuttlebutting around in the background. But, and here is the good news. Do you remember a video not too long ago, a few weeks, that Gregg said, we had some special news to tell you. That's right. You may remember over the last few years that I've been telling you that there has been works going on in the background, and it's been, you know, secret squirrel stuff. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, Lord Stan, we're sick of this secret squirrel stuff. We want to know the facts. What the hell is going on? Well, I'm proud to say, and very pleased to say, that I can tell you what's going on. That's right. So, this is the story. You all know that Gregg purchased land opposite the beautiful Mount Lofty railway station nearly 10 years ago. And things have been moving very slowly, and then COVID come along and all these sorts of things. And about 3 years ago, Gregg came up with another plan. As a matter of fact, one of his friends at work helped him come up with another plan to sort of speed things along and get us to Lofty a little bit quicker. And that plan was, hold on to your hats, to put a small house cabin on the block, first of all, and then move to that and manage the build and help with the build of the new house. Ha! That's right. But that was over nearly 3 years ago. Things move rather slowly in the building world. Now, it has taken almost 3 years to get that small cabin approved and engineered to go on the block. That's right. Talk about moving slow. So, when I said there was things happening in the background and it was secret squirrel stuff, we didn't want to raise your hopes with a brand new plan and then be thwarted by red tape and bureaucratic bullshit. And my goodness me, I tell you what, that nearly happened a couple of times. Goodness me. I had to sack 2 lots of engineers because they just weren't performing and doing what we were asking for and coming up with ridiculous ideas. And then, to make things worse, the builder who decided to build the cabin, once we got all approval, decided he couldn't build the fucking thing. So, goodness me, I tell you, you couldn't write a story of this thing. So, what we did not want to do was to build all your hopes up and say, yes, we're moving to Stirling, Gregg is moving to Stirling very soon with a cabin, and then that not happen. Because, you know, I'm a man of my word, I have integrity, and when I say something's going to happen, it's going to happen. So we didn't want to build you up, Buttercup, and just to let you down. But, so now, we were waiting for a approval or disapproval so we could tell you one way or the other, and now it has finally been approved. This is the cabin, that is. But now we have to find someone to build it, because the person who wanted to build it couldn't. But so, goodness me. So we have been busy talking to other builders in the South Australia area, and we're waiting for another quote. Well, Gregg's waiting for another quote. And I really don't wish to do this, but I may have to come down rather hard on this person as well, because, you know, they're just not performing. I don't know what the story is, he says. I think there's just too much work, and people just, well, I don't know. We need some more British stiff upper lip, I think. But anyway, hopefully, in the next few weeks in the new year, 2026, we will have another quote for the cabin, and we'll hopefully be able to move forward and get the cabin built on the block very soon, in this year, in 2026, next year. And then as soon as Gregg has moved down onto the block, the house can be started, and all the process for that has to go through. So there you go. So that's the secret squirrel stuff that I've been squirreling away and helping. And I must say, without my help, this never would have got through, because Gregg's been too busy, and, you know, he hasn't got he needs a hard right foot to get down and get these people going and what they're doing. So anyway, that's some good news. And finally, Lord Stan, you haven't been talking scuttlepuss or whatever, and it's been absolutely worth the wait. And now we know we are moving forward, and Gregg will be on the block, hopefully sometime in 2026. Hurrah! It's about in time, isn't it? Yes, I know what you're saying. Lord Stan, thank God for that. A nicker from the barrel. You know, it's many, many years since I've had this particular drum. The Japanese do very good Scotch whiskey, you know. There's a story about that too. Anyway, so there we are. That's out the way. We know what's happening now. And the layout, what's the name of it again? Oh yes, the BNSF Birdwood something. Gregg has actually done a couple of videos recently, and the biodiesel op session has been the last operating session that we'll see on the Birdwood sub. That's right. So he's got one more part to go, and possibly, if you ask very nicely, I think Gregg might be doing one more before the layout starts being pulled down sometime in the new year. But there will be videos of that too. That's right. So that's the news for that. And now we can finally get around to the Christmas greeting. Goodness me, there's been so much going on. But I had to bring you that quite sad news initially, and then some very good news about Gregg's move to Stirling. That's right. And now, Christmas wishes. Oh, goodness me. So, on behalf of myself, Gregg, and all the staff at Fishplate Films, we would like to wish you all, our wishers, our subscribers, our viewers, and our long-term supporters, a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous and healthy 2026. And let's hope that things can organise themselves a little bit better than in 2025. We really appreciated your support, and we look forward to doing things even bigger and better. Mind you, 2026, that's going to be one hell of a year if things go according to plan with the cabin, because we'll be moving the Birdwood sub, and Gregg will be lock, stock and barrel down to South Australia to start the new chapter of his life. That's right. So, there you go. Oh, goodness me. I think my pipe's gone out. So, 2026 hopefully will be a fantastic year, and we look forward to you all coming along for the ride, as the bishop said to the stripper. So, that's about it. There will be updates from the Birdwood subdivision in the new year, and absolutely, I'm wanting Gregg to give you a bit of an idea of the cabin layout and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to get him to do a bit of a sketch and put things around so you know what's going on with that, so you can see and maybe come up with some ideas for yourself. But we have some interesting plans for the cabin and the block, and hopefully that will all come to fruition very, very soon. But we have approval and we're ready to go once we find a builder. So there you go. So anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of me. I hope you've all been well. And it has been stressful times, and over the last year or two, and I think it's very important that we get out and do things that we really want to do. Don't put off doing something, and look after yourselves. Stay healthy. Keep off crap food. Don't have energy drinks; they're very bad for you. You know, the same people that make cigarettes. Yes, I know. I see the irony, but there's no smoker. Now make those sorts of foods. Energy drinks are really bad for you. If you're going to drink something, proper coffee or whiskey, far better for you. You know, there's nothing in this other than crushed barley and beautiful water. And there's nothing in coffee other than coffee beans and milk. So there you go. Stay off all this other processed crap, because it's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health. That's right. These things, and mental health, especially these days, people are suffering a lot with their mental health. And it doesn't help that, one thing, the world is not very happy at the moment. And also, most importantly, they're filling their bodies full of crap. And it's not good. No. Like an engine. An engine needs good quality fuel to run properly, and so does the human body. So there you go. Anyway, that's it. That's enough lessons from Lord Stan for one night, I think. And once again, thank you for watching in 2025. All the best wishes for 2026. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. Spend it with someone you love. Or hire someone like I do. And Happy New Year. And we'll see you in 2026. So, goodbye. God bless.
I haven't had a drink this morning, but I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree.
Haven't you what?
Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby.